Do you think it's possible for you to serve as an impartial regulator and not favor large financial intermediaries?
Absolutely, sir.
Well, Mr. Gensler, do you believe the vast majority of digital assets meet the investment contract test and are therefore securities operating illegally outside of the U.S. regulatory umbrella?
As I've said, many of these assets are basically the public is anticipating
Sir, is
profits
that a yes?
based on the efforts of others.
Is the answer then yes?
Again, without prejudging anyone, I do think that the significant
Reclaiming my
majority
time.
are
I'll take it as a
investment
yes.
contracts.
And to be clear, sir, Mr. Gensler, despite your years of rhetoric, like today, I'm convinced you are not an impartial regulator. Instead, it's clear that you are working to consolidate your own power, even though it means crushing opportunities for everyday Americans and, frankly, the financial future of this country.
The excitement surrounding the XRP buyback is at a fever pitch right now. The majority of people believe that the Federal Reserve or another government agency would lead the charge. To everyone's amazement, however, Ripple itself is the one making the move. The evidence is really convincing. A recent article highlighted the fact that Ripple acquired an astounding 8.4 billion XRP in the aftermath of the SEC case. This was done with the intention of encouraging the growth of the market. Ripple's plans have been verified by confidential sources, including his communications dating back as far as June 2020, just before legal action was taken by the SEC. These messages, which have been validated by senior management at Ripple, suggest that the business has been considering buying back XRP and has even pondered the possibility that doing so could increase the value of the asset. According to the estimations of a number of industry specialists, Ripple may be willing to pay up to $10,000 for each token. Are you curious? Stay here with me while we go into further detail about the specifics. Since quite some time ago, this topic has been constantly brought up in conversation. Whispers at the time suggested that Ripple may repurchase a stunning 10 billion XRP tokens, which would have had a combined value of approximately $5 billion at the time. Flashback to 3 months ago. Ripple, which is the innovative blockchain payment system, is reportedly considering the possibility of regaining 10 billion XRP currency from the general public, as detailed in an illuminating article published on Crypto.com. This news has rippled throughout the cryptocurrency industry, and crypto enthusiasts and investors alike are keeping a close eye on Ripple's every move as a result. Not only does the proposed repurchase demonstrate Ripple's faith in XRP, but it also highlights the company's expansive goals. By reducing the amount of XRP that is in circulation, the business is working toward the goal of creating a market environment in which the value of the currencies that are still in circulation may increase. This demonstrates Ripple's commitment to cultivating and expanding the XRP domain, as evidenced by the aforementioned, in the middle of Ripple's ongoing legal battles with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission over the classification of XRP as a security. All of this news comes to light. A significant decision was made not too long ago, and it affirmed XRP's status as an asset that does not qualify as a security for private investors. However, there is still some room for interpretation with regard to the categorization of XRP sales made by institutional entities. The court has established a clear distinction by determining that certain sales made by institutions are securities. In the eyes of private investors, XRP does not qualify as a security. Nevertheless, this classification is still up for debate among institutional investors. The research underlines Ripple's steadfast defense of its stance and hints that a successful result in the continuing legal challenges could strengthen investor trust in XRP. The report also highlighted Ripple's staunch defense of its stance. The possibility that Ripple will purchase back 10 billion XRP currencies is another item that has been generating a lot of buzz recently. After conducting additional research into this story, we came across a comment made by Ripple's CTO that shed some light on this enormous buyback. The fact tells a different tale than what is suggested in a number of articles which state that the CTO has ruled out the prospect of such a thing happening or described it as being impossible. David Schwartz's comment in response to the idea that 10 billion XRP would be repurchased neither confirmed nor denied the rumor. Instead, he underlined the degree of doubt he had over the issue. While Schwartz did acknowledge that Ripple made frequent purchases of XRP, he remained unclear about the supposed enormous transaction, leading the community to speculate about what this $5 billion investment in XRP would mean. Recently, Ripple's chief technical officer, David Schwartz, addressed the widespread rumors and speculation regarding the company possibly repurchasing $5 billion worth of XRP. David Schwartz felt the need to provide clarity as the rumor mill within the ever-expanding crypto ecosystem continued to spin. This conjecture can be traced back to John Deaton, who is an attorney who represents a large number of XRP fans. Deaton voiced his mistrust and emphasized that the only proof he would believe would come directly from the company. In reaction to this, Schwartz remarked that while the company does make occasional purchases of XRP, He was unaware of any specifics linked to the story. In addition, there has not been any reliable source to support it up to this point. It is significant that a tweet that is currently circulating and is frequently used as proof against the buyback does not convey a clear opinion on the matter. Schwartz neither confirms nor denies that the transaction took place. He merely acknowledges his ignorance of the subject. Throughout its history, Ripple has mostly used its buyback initiative to acquire XRP in order to enhance its technological breakthroughs. The most recent events serve just to add further depth to the mystery. Ripple has begun developing a framework for central bank digital currencies which will allow governments to manufacture their own CBDCs. The XRP ledger serves as the basis for all of these projects. Take, for example, the collaboration that Ripple has formed with the Colombian Central Bank. This partnership is based on blockchain research which necessitates the use of XRP. In addition, Ripple's pervasive influence can be seen in a myriad of specific ways even at the most granular level. Ripple's partnership with the global financial powerhouse Western Union, in which XRP is being put through its paces as part of the experimentation process, serves as an interesting example. When you take into consideration how XRP will play a vital role in this relationship, it gets much more intriguing. The expansionary efforts being undertaken by Ripple are not restricted to the financial industry alone. Through the implementation of Rapid, they are actively testing the limits of what is possible. This solution has been developed with the explicit intention of integrating XRP with existing payment systems in a smooth manner, with the end goal of achieving transactions that are quicker, more inexpensive, and more effective. The aspirations of Ripple do not end there. Their most recent endeavor is a tokenization-based revolution in the real estate industry, and it should come as no surprise that they will be using XRP as the primary token in this endeavor. When we investigate the possibilities of XRP in other fields such as the real estate market, the scope of its relevance within the cryptocurrency ecosystem becomes unmistakably enormous. According to my findings and current comprehension, the story contains some fascinating intricacies. Add to this the fact that Ripple's present policy is to return and resecure approximately 70% of its escrow every month while keeping only 30% for itself. It is difficult not to guess as to whether or not there is a continuing settlement discussion, possibly with a restriction that prevents Ripple from accessing a sizable portion of the escrow. If this hypothesis turns out to be correct, Ripple's expansion into new markets will require a greater supply of XRP. Because of this, they would be forced to purchase it on the open market, which could result in an increase in the cost. While all of us are anxiously following the XRP ticker and daydreaming that it will skyrocket from its current price of 50 cents to speculative heights, such as $10,000 or even the more conservative figure of $1,000, we are all doing so at the same time. The wait may present some difficulties. Even a little touch of $10 or $20 can be enough to convince someone to cash out their position, but here is how I would go about it. While we are all waiting for the XRP price to reach that benchmark of $10,000 or $1,000 depending on your own personal threshold, there is an opportunity to diversify your holdings, expand your business, and be successful. In this approach, you will be able to wait for the potential rise of XRP while still being able to enjoy the finer things in life, such as expensive automobiles and extravagant residences. That wraps up our coverage for now. We appreciate your watching.